If you like the video, please subscribe Technical PCT channel and click the bell icon to get the latest videos.
So, good morning, students. Welcome to Sri Chaitanya Degree College online classes. Due to technical problem, a bit late class. Yesterday we discussed about the two reflections successive by plane mirror and the three reflections successive by plane mirror. How to calculate the total deviation. Now let's continue that part. If it is completed, lecturer is telling the syllabus. So for day after tomorrow's examination, from my track, physics, track 2, optics, plane mirror completely. Now let us take up this problem. Very interesting problem. Very interesting problem. This is the plane mirror. This is the plane mirror. One more plane mirror, inclined at an angle theta. Next model, take down simultaneously. There are two plane mirrors are there. One is M1, the other one is M2. One is M1, the other one is M2. What is given in the problem? In the problem, it is given that after two successive reflections, the light ray retraces. The light ray retraces. It's a path. It's a path. Yes. Once again, I will repeat. No need to worry. There are two plane mirrors are there. Two plane mirrors, M1 and M2, which are inclined at an angle theta. Which are inclined at an angle theta. What is the concept? Problem, whatever we call. After two successive reflections, the light ray retraces its path along the same path. We have to find the angle of incidence on the first mirror. What is given? Given is nothing but angle between the two mirrors is given. We have to find the angle of incidence on M1 such that after two reflections, it has to retrace its path. Retrace its path. So let us consider this is the normal. Normal. This is the incident ray. I want this angle in terms of theta or independent of theta, whatever we call. Take down simultaneously. After the completion of the diagram, we can't understand. Reflected back. Falls on the second mirror. This is the incident ray. This is the reflected ray on the first mirror, first reflection. This is the second reflection. But here, see the given condition. After the second reflection, the light ray retraces the path. So once again, the light ray comes back. Once again, the light ray comes back along the same path, retraces its path. No deviation. At second, it comes back. Now we have to find I. Very easy if you know the geometry. If you know the geometry, though it takes more time. Once again, two mirrors making an angle theta. After two successive reflections, the light ray retraces its path. Given angle between the two mirrors, what you have to find out? Angle of incidence. Do you remember or not? I don't know. For normal incidence, I value should be 0. So if I is 0 here, what is the angle here? The angle here is equal to 90 degrees with the surface. If you know this condition, over answer. Only that point you should identify. If it is, the light ray is retracing its path. So what must be the angle made by the incident ray with the surface? With the normal 0. But with the surface, what must be the angle? 90. I'm using this principle here. So with this surface, the light ray should make how much angle? 90. Then only it will retrace for normal incidence. Now I know this angle. I will find out this angle. Automatically I will get this angle. So just the geometry, no calculation. This is most important point. For normal incidence, I value is equal to 0. It will come back reflected. If it is I is equal to 0, what is the angle made with the mirror? 90. I am using this here. So automatically, this angle is equal to 90 minus theta, because total angle must be 180. Total angle must be 180. So this is 90 minus theta. If this is 90 minus theta, automatically this angle must be equal to theta. If this angle is equal to theta, then this angle must be equal to what? Theta only. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Therefore, what must be the angle I? Angle I is equal to angle between the two plane mirrors. Over concept, I can do hundreds of problems. I value must be equal to angle between the two mirrors. Then only after two reflections, the light ray reverses its direction, retraces its path. It's a path. Here itself problems. This is concept, model. In physics, concepts are important. Model. Here problem is given. Now problem. Two problems based on this model. Try to solve. Angle between the two mirrors, 40 degrees. We have to find the angle of incidence in such a way that after reflection, it will come along the same path. What must be the angle of incidence? This is the problem which is given. This is problem. Two mirrors making an angle 40 degrees with each other. We have to find the angle of incidence in such a way that after second reflection, it has to retrace its path. Retrace. No need to do this entire. I know the concept. I know the concept. I must be equal to what? Theta. Therefore, I is equal to 40 degrees answer. No diagram, nothing. Just reading the problem, identifying that at second reflection, it is retracing its path. I value 40. In the examination, I will change this angle. I will give 50 degrees. Find the angle of incidence such that after second reflection, it has to retrace its path. Answer is 50. If I take here 20 degrees, answer is 20. 20. Important concept. What is the concept? At second reflection, the light ray retraces the path. If I know I value, I will find theta. If I know theta, I will find I. What is the relation between I and theta? The relation between I and theta must be equal. I is equal to theta. Shortcut. Shortcut. Come on, take down quickly. Have a snapshot. I will move on to another important concept. If you are quick, I will do more and more like this. You have to cooperate. You have to cooperate. Now, let us consider one more important model in case of the plane mirrors. Plane mirrors. So, there is a pipe. Next model, important model. There is a pipe, hollow pipe. Imagine. Hollow pipe. Hollow pipe. Next concept. If you know the concept, we can do any number of problems. What is the length of the pipe? L is the length of the pipe. L is the length of the pipe. What is its diameter? Imagine D is the diameter of the pipe. Diameter of the pipe. The light ray is made to incident at one corner. Light ray is made to incident at one corner. Angle of incidence is theta. Angle of incidence is theta. We have to find after how many number of reflections the light ray comes out. Before the light ray comes out of the pipe, multiple reflections will take place. First it will fall here, reflected. 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 It will fall here, once again comes out. We have to find how many reflections will take place before the light comes out of the pipe. Out of the pipe. To my knowledge, very important concept asked a number of times for competitive examinations. This is a hollow pipe, hollow cylinder, whatever we discussed. L is the length, D is the diameter. At one end, the light is allowed to fall. Light is allowed to fall. Making an angle theta, multiple reflections will take place. Multiple reflections will take place inside the pipe and it will come out, emerges out. After how many reflections the light ray is coming out? We have to calculate. So first, here reflection will take place. Reflection. So goes like this. Once again reflection. Once again reflection. Once again reflection will take place. How to find easily? Easily. If this is theta, this is also equal to theta. Why this is also equal to theta? Because angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Reflection. Here, I will form a right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. Suppose this is A, this is B, this is C. ABC is a right angle triangle. ABC is a right angle triangle. AB is the opposite side. BC is the adjacent side. Only two steps answer. AB is the opposite side for this angle. BC is the adjacent side for this angle. So AB divided by BC, opposite side by adjacent side, is how much? Is a tan theta. Is a tan theta. But already I know BC. BC is nothing but what? Diameter of the pipe. BC already I know. What is BC? Don't get confused. Diameter of the pipe. Therefore, AB by D is equal to tan theta. AB is equal to D tan theta. D tan theta. So this distance, imagine it is equal to x. So x is equal to what? D tan theta. I found out x. Like that, how many times? Imagine n times. 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. etc. Total length is equal to what? L. How many reflections takes place? N. Therefore, n into x is equal to what? L. N times x is equal to what? L. So substitute x value. N is equal to L by x. N is equal to L by D tan theta over. I got my result. Number of reflections before the light emerges out from the pipe. From the pipe. I will remember it as a shortcut formula. Whenever I see this diagram, I see this diagram in optics. Multiple reflections. Multiple reflections inside a pipe. Inside a pipe. Then N is equal to L by D tan theta, where L is the length of the pipe, D is the diameter, theta is the angle of incidence. Theta is the angle of incidence. Now we can do infinite number of problems on this model. Length will be given as 10 root 3. Imagine problem. Problem. Concept over. Number of reflections. N is equal to L by D tan theta. In some problems, number of reflections will be given. You are asked to find D. N and D will be given. You are asked to find out L. Only one unknown. Remaining values will be given in the problem. So, L is equal to 10 root 3. Diameter, imagine to theta 30 degrees. 30 degrees. All MKS system. No need to tell. If it is in centimeters, millimeters, we have to convert. We have to convert. So N is equal to, I am doing problem here itself. L value 10 root 3 by D value 2 into tan 30 value 1 by root 3, that is equal to 10 into 3 root 3 into root 3, 3 by 2, that is equal to 30 by 2 is equal to 15. So before coming out, how many number of reflections will take place? Before coming out, number of reflections is equal to 15. We have to understand. We have to understand. Come on, quickly. In the exam, only these values are varied. Next problem you can practice at home. Theta is equal to 45. D is equal to 3. N is equal to 20 root 3. Another student, theta is equal to 60. D is equal to 5. N is equal to some 20 root 3. We can have any number of problems on this concept. So already 2 models I completed. What is the first one? After second reflection, retraces the path. What is the relation between I and theta? I and theta. I is the angle of incidence. Theta is the angle between the 2 mirrors. Directly we can write I is equal to theta. So in this case, a large pipe, hollow, light ray incidence at one end, ray, reflected ray, concentrate. Given in the problem, E1 cap is equal to 1 by root 2 I bar plus 1 by root 2 j bar plus 1 by root 2 k bar in the xy plane. Incident ray is given. Unit vector along incident ray given. E1 cap is equal to 1 by root 2 I bar plus 1 by root 2 j bar plus 1 by root 2 k bar. In what plane? XY plane. This is also important. Idu kuda important. Ya plane nalli ide. Incident ray. Adu guttadre. We can write n cap. So n cap is n cap. What is n cap? N cap is nothing but normal. Normal means 90 degrees. So for xy plane, 90 degrees vector. For xy plane, what is 90 degrees vector? K cap. Understand? Just K cap is the unit vector along normal. Suppose here YZ plane is given. YZ. If this is YZ plane, then what is perpendicular to YZ? X. Then I will take here I cap. Suppose here XZ plane is given. XZ plane. What is perpendicular to XZ? That is Y. Then I will take here J bar. This will not be given. We have to consider unit vector along normal. Now barkalabeku. N cap is equal to K cap. First I will find this one. Then multiply this one. Multiply by 2. Subtract from E1 cap. I will get E2 cap over. I will get E2 cap over. So dot product. Dot product. I think you know dot product. Sir, I don't know dot product means I cannot help. Just multiplying I bar by I bar, J bar by J bar, K bar by K bar. What is I bar here? Nothing, 0. 0 into 1 by root 2, 0. J bar dot J bar, 0 into 1 by root 2, 0. K bar by K bar, K bar coefficient 1, K bar coefficient 1 by root 2. So E1 cap dot N cap is how much? 1 into 1 by root 2 is equal to 1 by root 2. How to do dot product? Multiply I bar by I bar plus multiply J bar by J bar plus multiply K bar by K bar. So I bar 0, J bar 0. Here there is no J bar. Substitute this one here. We will get the answer. Very easy. E2 cap is equal to E1 cap as it is 1 by root 2 I bar, 1 by root 2 J bar, 1 by root 2 K bar minus 2 into E bar dot E1 dot N cap. The answer is 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 into what is N cap once again? N cap is K bar. N cap is K bar. This is K bar. So comes out to be 1 by root 2 I bar plus 1 by root 2 J bar. This is 2 by root 2 K bar minus 1 by root 2 K bar minus 1 by root 2 K bar. Over answer. What is the unit vector along the reflected ray? Along the reflected ray. 1 by root 2 I bar plus 1 by root 2 J bar minus 1 by root 2 K bar. This is the unit vector in the direction of the reflected ray. First write down E1 cap as it is. Identify which plane, XY plane, YZ plane or ZX plane. It should be given in the problem. Write down N cap. I told how to write N cap. How to write N cap? Just perpendicular to XY plane, Z. So K cap. If it is YZ, I cap. If it is ZX, I will get J cap. Calculate E1 cap dot N cap. Substitute in the formula. We will get the answer. We will get the answer. I will tell still start cut. Without doing anything, I will write the answer. If you listen for 2 minutes, I will close the session also. Without doing the problem, I can write answer. See the question and answer. E1 cap is equal to 1 by 2 I bar plus 1 by 2 J bar, 1 by 2 K bar. X same, Y same, Z magnitude same, opposite sign. Opposite sign. So there is only one component whose direction gets changes. Which component gets changes? Parallel to the normal. Normal is what? K bar. K bar sign. We have to reverse. That's all. No need to do this entire thing also. No need to do. Suppose a problem is given for me like this. E1 cap is equal to 1 by root 5 I bar plus 1 by root 5 J bar plus 1 by root 5 K bar in YZ plane. Now answer is everything. YZ plane means normal is what? X. X means what? I bar. Change the sign of I bar. Remaining as it is. E2 cap is equal to I bar minus 1 by root 5 I bar plus 1 by root 5 J bar plus 1 by root 5 K bar. Once again tomorrow, I will repeat this one once. Then we will go to the next concepts. So have a good day. Thank you. I am closing my class. Take the snapshots quickly. The next sir will come. Important problem.